We are back with Ryan Dodson and Laura Hernandez answering your tax questions. We're going to leave that number up there at the bottom of the screen so that you can join in and get your question answered. All right, Ryan, this person says, my 17-year-old son had a job over the summer. Is there a way a teenager can file taxes for free, federal and state?
So yes, there's a way that they can file their federal for free. Yes, you can go to the IRS free file service, and there's a whole bunch of different products that are listed there where you can e-file your federal return for free. However, filing the state, a lot of those services do charge for filing your state. You can go to the state of North Carolina, but that form is literally like filling it out on paper. It's not a lot of fun. So, but you can do it free if you're willing to tolerate it.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, Laura, this person's asking, I'm on Medicare. Do I need to file state and federal taxes?
Well, again, it's all based on your income. If that's the only thing they had, then no. But if they have additional income, then yes, they are required to file.
Okay. Ryan, this person says, I inherited an IRA from my dad in 2023. I received a 1099 for that account, and it's being taxed as income. I thought since it was an inheritance, it wouldn't be taxed.
So typically inheritance are not taxed if they are received. However, the IRA is one exception to that. And the reason it is an exception to that is because that income has not ever been taxed for income tax purposes before. And because it's never been taxed, the IRS and Congress are going to want their part of it. So therefore, now when you've inherited it and it is now being distributed, it is now subject to income tax. Now, the good news is that because it is an inherited IRA and you're taking the money out of it, it is not subject to the 10% early withdrawal penalty. So it's just going to pay income taxes on it.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, Laura, this person's asking, what are the standard deductions for this 2024 filing season?
Well, for single, it's $14,600. For this past year, 2023, it is $13,850. So of course, it's increasing.
And usually it's about like 1,000 or so, right? And
yes,
what do we have for married filing jointly?
For currently it's $27,700 for the filing season of 2023. For 2024, it is also increasing to $29,200.
Okay, and so that kind of just goes up every single year as we go through. And that's for people who do not itemize, they take the standard deduction, right? Okay. Ryan, this person says, if I cash in an insurance policy and I have it taxed before I receive payment, do I claim the amount again? If so, does that mean I'm taxed twice?
Not necessarily. Sometimes when you get a withdrawal from an insurance that's kind of been wrapped into a retirement package, what the insurance company will do, they'll do a kind of a standard withholding on that tax, call it 10 or 15% for federal income taxes. And well, that's just a standard withholding. However, how much of that is taxed is really dependent upon your own tax situation. So if that person is in the 24% tax bracket, then of course, when they file their tax return, they're going to have to pay the difference in between that. So insurance companies just doing some standard withholding. However, how much it is actually taxed depends upon your situation.
Okay, great. All right, Laura, this person says, I'm 19. I work at Walmart. It's my first job, and I've worked there since November. Do I need to file taxes?
Well, it all depends on the income. Since if he only worked for those 2 months, he might not be required to file if it's under the standard deduction.
All right, so at what point do you need to file taxes if you made how much in that year?
For 2023, if you made over $13,850, then you are required to file.
Okay, so if you didn't make over $13,850, you don't have to file taxes, but you will definitely have to file taxes next year because you will definitely make over that for sure. Okay. All right, Ryan, this person says, I'm a nurse for a person and paid by company. This is all done through CAP.
It's all done through what again?
CAP, C-A-P. I don't know if that has anything to do with my W-4 says I have no federal income, but I have state income.
Heard of that one. That would be interesting to see. So if you're doing nursing for like home health care for some other folks, and typically that is considered like other 1099 income, like you're an independent contractor and it goes on a Schedule C, like you're an entrepreneur, and it gets filed on your tax return. I haven't heard of a situation where you're exempt from federal tax on that. That's a new one.
Okay. Yeah. All right. We're going to take a quick break. We've got one more segment, so get your tax questions in.